All right, teachers, this one's for you. Today we're looking at Zoom, and we are looking at how to make Zoom as much like a real classroom as possible. Try and get that remote learning back to what the real classroom feels like. So today we're going to be looking at some tips and tricks. First thing is breakout rooms. Breakout rooms are essentially Zoom's way of making small groups. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just come into your Zoom once you have everybody logged in and head down to breakout rooms right down here. If you do not see the icon for breakout rooms, your IT department may have it disabled. So you're going to want to shoot them a quick email and just let them know that you want breakout rooms. They should be able to unlock that for you. We're going to click on this icon right here. It's going to pop up, and this is where we're going to create our breakout rooms. Most important thing here is how many rooms you want. So a normal classroom, maybe 20 to 25 students, you're probably going to want between 4 and 5 rooms. So I'm just going to put in 5 rooms here. And what's nice down here is it will tell you how many people are going to go in each room, about. So if there is an odd number, it will tell you a range. I have one person in my meeting right now, so you can see it's just between 0 and 1 participants per room. There are 2 ways to make these. We can leave it automatic and click create rooms, which will just put everybody in a room randomly, or I can manually select it. Automatic is great if you want to throw the kids together to do a quick exit slip activity or something like that. But most of the time, I think you're going to want to go with manual and choose these groups on your own. It does take a minute to do it, so my suggestion is you get the kids in and get this set up at the very beginning. You do not have to open the breakout rooms once they're made, so you can make them, have them linger dormant in the background, and then click open rooms later on. So let's take a look at how to do that. I'm going to go to manual and click create rooms. This will show me all the rooms, but again, my students do not go anywhere. They have no idea that I am grouping them right now. So all I do is click assign, and this will give me a list of all my students who are still available and not in any rooms. When I click that, it will assign them to the room, but again, it does not move anybody anywhere. It will not move them or even ask them to move until I open all rooms. So I can set up all my groups right here, continue to talk to them, teach a lesson, do anything that I need to do, and save this button for later on. As soon as I want to send them to the rooms, I do click open all rooms. It'll send them a little prompt to join the room. And you can see right here that it says not joined, but I'm going to click join. And once they click join, it will put them in the room. It shows up as green. And now they are in breakout room number 1. A couple of things you can do with your students once they are in breakout rooms. I can move them if I need to. So this guy's kind of a troublemaker, and he's really hassling the rest of his group. I want to move him. I can click move to and put him somewhere else. I can put him in a room by himself or just put him or her in a different room. You can also broadcast the message to all. Maybe if you want to give them a heads up, 5-minute warning, something along those lines. You can also jump throughout the groups. So I can click on join. And that will put me into each group so I can monitor them. So I can jump through the groups as I wish. Again, to open that up, just click breakout rooms. And there's me, the host, and there's me, the student, both in the same room. And I can just click my way, join through all of them. I can leave if I want to head back to the lobby. When you're ready to close the rooms, you just click close all rooms. It's going to give them a 60-second countdown. I can choose to leave the breakout room. Again, it will send me back to the lobby, just taking a few seconds here. And now I'm waiting in the lobby, and all the students will start coming in here. They'll either be prompted so they can come back in on their own, or after the 60-second time expires, it will force them back into your lobby. And then to send them to breakout rooms again, you just click it, and the breakout rooms do stay, so they will stay throughout your entire session. The next trick I want to show you is Spotlight Video. This will make your screen the full screen for all the students so that all they see is your face. This is great, especially if you are reading a book to the class or working on a whiteboard where the small gallery view of yourself isn't going to help out. So in order to do that, you just hover over your image, go to the 3 dots in the top left corner, click on this, and you will see a Spotlight Video. You need more than 2 people, so mine does not show up. But you click Spotlight Video, and it will make your screen full size on all the students' screen. You can also go to the same thing and click Stop Spotlight, and that will put it back to gallery view for your students so they can see everybody. But this is great so that they all see a nice big screen, especially with younger students who might not know how to put on speaker view or pin your video as the main video. The last two things I wanted to show you are some classroom control features. So when I'm hovering over my video, I can go to participants and chat. These are the two windows I like to have up most of the time. It shows you who's in the meeting, and if they raise their hands or anything like that, you can see it quickly. But what I like most about this is my mute all function. So I can mute them all. I can mute all the students at once, and I can also leave it so that they can unmute themselves if I want them to answer questions. If I deselect this and click yes, the students can no longer talk. No matter what they want to do, they cannot unmute themselves unless I give them permission to. So that's one great feature. And then some of them will kind of go a little nuts in the chat box down here. If you don't want them chatting, you can go down here to these three dots, disable the chat entirely. You can make it so they only chat with you, or you can make it so they chat with everyone publicly. And again, that's completely up to you and how you want to run your class. So those are a couple of quick features on how to make the Zoom classroom more like a real classroom. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more videos.